What's up, homies? It's your girl Taylor, and I'm here with
Low-key Brie, and this is Between Homies, the podcast.
episode 2. And before we get started, I want to say a big thank you to the people who actually checked out episode 1. We know it was awkward, okay? It was our first episode, but for those of y'all who actually watched it, I want to say we really do appreciate it.
No, seriously. Like, thank you so much, y'all. We will look at it. Y'all so sweet. Y'all so nice. And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, we weren't expecting even that many people to come over and watch, but y'all did. Y'all showed support. So just keep doing that, and we'll keep dropping these episodes. But Brie, how you doing?
I'm great.
It's right now as we're filming this. It's the first week of the year is almost over.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was cool. I was just doing adult things, paying bills, doing videos, and that kind of sounded nasty, didn't it? Doing videos, doing adult things, making videos. I mean,
doing adult videos now.
I got my booster shot. I am vaccinated. I'm per choice, but I did get my booster shot, and it's kind of kicking my ass today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired.
Look at you.
At Target.
I respect it. I respect it.
It's the most adult thing ever.
You're doing, yes. Yeah, you're doing God's work. Okay.
How about you?
I'm good. I can't complain. The beginning of my week did start out a little rocky, but I stayed true to what I said on the podcast last week, and I powered through it. I didn't just say fuck it all. I stayed the course, and I found a way to make it work when things were not going my way. I'm really proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got to talk about something that took Twitter by storm earlier this week, and you know what? We weren't exceptions because we were looking forward too, and that's Jill Scott's. Yeah, I'm putting this out there. That's Jill Scott's sex tape.
That's hilarious. Just that alone, the headline, Jill Scott's sex tape. Because wasn't just like last year or two, she was deep throat in the air. But I heard she does that a lot.
I think she was like caressing and trying to deep throat a microphone. I don't know what it was.
I think it was an air dick. Because she was touching balls too. And I was like, hey, yo. But apparently she does that. It's not new. She does that at all of her concerts. So didn't you tell me that?
Yeah.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah, she does do it at different concerts.
Oh, okay.
But I think she's creating an environment. She's setting the tone. Jill Scott is a grown woman, and she's bad, okay? For those of y'all that don't know, who might not know what Jill Scott looks like, let's get it straight. Jill Scott is bad, all right? Jill Scott looks good.
I'm not gonna lie. She got some yabos. You see them things? Them things stinging. Them things be
Yeah, them things is stinging. Everything on her is stinging. Everything on her is stinging.
Grits.
She look good. Jill Scott looks good.
Want some grits.
Yeah, but all of Twitter was just looking for this sex tape.
No, for real.
Turns out there was no tape.
Sorry, y'all. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. There's no sex tape. Cause
It's a damn shame.
I had to dig deep into it. I'm like, wait, so is there one? What are they talking about? It's not my Jill. Jill.
I was looking.
Let's take a long walk.
I'm not ashamed to say I was looking. I just wanted to see a little bit. Just a little bit.
Hell yeah. No, I don't. I mean, but it's not any different from like people licking their tongue out and stuff. Like, how people be doing like a little thing with their tongue.
Oh, you're talking about her deep throating the mics in the air and stuff at her concerts. It's not any different than a thirst trap. And I would say what she's doing is more tasteful because you actually have to go to the concert to see that. People just throw up their thirst traps on Instagram and TikTok for free.
True. That's true. Well,
yeah, I've never been a thirst trap fan either.
I don't. Well, I guess because I'm gay. Maybe it hit different for me. I don't know. The deep throat in the air. I'm just like,
Yeah, it is different.
Straight is wild.
Like, even if there was a Jill Scott sex tape, I think I'd watch a couple minutes. Maybe, a couple minutes and then I'm good. I don't want to watch straight sex. Ew. I don't want to watch it.
What?
Have you heard that TikTok sound where it's like Boo, corny, lame, tomato.
No.
That's what straight sex is.
Nah, I haven't heard.
That's my reaction to straight
I
sex.
can't hate on straight sex. Y'all do y'all's thing, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the idea of deep throat in the air is what makes me uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what she on. I respect the queen, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I don't know how to react to that. It's like, oh, and you see people getting all rowdied up from what really makes me is the rubbing the balls. It's rubbing of the balls. I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, it's not meant for us.
No,
it ain't meant for us, and that's okay.
It's all right. It's cool. But actually, there's a lot of sexy things going on this week. We have Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, Britney Spears is posting nudes to Instagram, living her best free life.
Hey, Britney, bruh.
I love to see it.
Hell
I love
yeah.
that. I love that for Britney.
Hell yeah.
And I think some people got upset, and they were like, oh, this is what she does with her freedom. This is why she shouldn't have got it. That's the whole point. Her being able to post nudes is the entire point. She's free to do what she wants.
Facts.
These are her choices. And, I think we take the privilege of having choices
for granted.
We take advantage of that. For granted, yes, for granted. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
She's living her life right now.
Hell yeah.
And I love to see it.
Me too. I mean, 13 years. Was it 13 or 14?
I think it was a 14-year conservatorship.
Yeah. See, it's too long for me. I mean, it's just let her live her life. It's just to the point where in her career where we just can't shame her. You get what I'm saying? Like she took all of that like from the beginning of her career, and I feel like we owe it to her now as a society to treat her with some dignity and some respect.
Yeah, I feel like there was definitely back then there was definitely a sense of like shaming women for their sexuality. Now in 2022, it's a bit more lax. Don't get me wrong, there are some, incels out there who still shame women for sexuality. There's women who shame women for being sex positive. Mm-hmm. It's not just men.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. There's women out there who are, into the whole modesty is the only way type of thing, but that's a completely different subject. We can touch on that another day if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that she's able to live her life and make her own choices now.
Nah, for real, same. I mean, she deserves that for sure. I mean, there's not too much to say on it. It's just people are thinking, of course, she's not gonna be all the way there, even if, since all the things she's taken in over the years. I mean, who would? Let's be real. Who would? I'm glad. I think.
So you think she's still like working through some things?
Oh yeah, for sure. I like her confidence. I love seeing her confidence. Like, even though it might seem a little off, it doesn't matter. Like, look at what this society done to her. You know what I mean? And for me, it's just like, you can't shame somebody. I know it's confusing. It might be a little weird to some people, but perspective people. Yeah. You gotta think how much she's taking in.
It's all perspective.
Yeah.
And I think after everything that she's been through, the fact that she's able to find even a little bit of joy, like let her have that.
Yeah. Honestly.
Let her have it.
Yeah.
Let her have it. But yeah, that's Britney Spears in a nutshell. I don't think we need to touch on. And she even put the little emojis over the goodies. She wasn't showing everything.
Yeah. But I mean, we could butt her over somebody cyberbullying us. Imagine if the world did that. Everywhere you go. Come on, people. Let's be. And for years on top of that, I mean, just grew up in that type of society. It's crazy.
Yeah, just consistently being criticized, it'll take a toll on anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I have a bone to pick with you, Bree.
Oh, she coming at me. I felt free Britney, but
I have a bone to pick. I was simply asking a question the other day, and you almost hung up on me.
What I do?
All I asked was, do you like ice in your cereal? That's it.
Bro, what? No, that's weird. Who
and you
do
almost
that?
hung up on me.
Nah. I think I did hang up on you. And I called you back to make sure that you said what you said, right? Correct? Nah.
I don't know. You hang up on me a lot now.
Yeah. Because what? She's probably
okay, I don't like ice in my cereal. Here's the thing, though. I've been thinking about trying it, which is why I asked you. Because here's my thought process. Just follow me for a second. Everybody, just follow me. So milk, right?
Okay.
For me, milk never gets cold enough. Like milk is some type of consistency where it just doesn't get as cold as I would like it to be in my cereal. So I understand why people put ice in their cereal. And I kind of want to try it, but I know it would make me a serial killer. Like, it just don't seem like something normal people do.
Was that a
but
pun?
I really want to try it.
Is that a pun? But it makes me
was
a
a pun.
serial killer.
It was a pun. It was a jokey joke.
Hell
it was
yeah.
a little jokey joke.
You just killed the mood right now. See? You probably left-handed and eat cold pizza, don't you? That's like putting, I guess, ice in your milk, in a glass of milk. But I feel like it's the idea of it watering down the milk. And it's just like, nah.
Okay. But why don't you just eat your cereal faster?
No. Okay, so
I'm going to try it, and I'm going to report back.
Okay. We're not doing this podcast no more if you eat like ice with milk. Like, what do you do with this? Do you drink the milk out the bowl?
No, I don't drink the milk. It took me forever to even put milk in my cereal. I started putting milk in my cereal, I want to say like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, she's different. Yeah.
Maybe, 2 years ago.
She's different.
I did not like milk in my cereal. Like, why are you making your cereal soggy? But then I realized, eat the cereal faster.
She doesn't represent the podcast. I just want y'all to know she's in this by herself. I'm not in this. I don't stand with this. I don't.
Look, I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna report back.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. And can you send a pic too, if you do it?
Yeah.
Whenever you do it.
I'll post it to the Between Homies Instagram. How about that? So that everybody can see it.
She representing us horrible out here, y'all. I don't know if she talking about some milk and ice. What? Nah. I can't. Nah, man. You different. You different.
I'm different.
Nah.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm about to be different for our next topic too, and that is Blackberries.
Okay.
You didn't have a Blackberry growing up, did you?
I
think
you
you didn't have one.
I did.
Yeah.
But I was late. I had to
touchscreen
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had a Blackberry. I remember, being a little young thing. You slide in the park.
Young
hey, yo,
thing.
Ma, let me get your BBM pin.
What?
And yeah, BBM pins, like, that was a thing. That was the new aim, Like, instead of screen names, you had BBM pins. And there used to be BBM pin, like, trains where you would follow everybody.
Yeah.
Add everybody's pin and stuff like that. Yeah. It was a great way to meet fine women.
Hey, listen.
And yeah.
Listen, the reason why Taylor said, hey, yo, Ma. She's from New York, y'all. She definitely from New York, by the way.
I mean, if you didn't already know, you could tell.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted me to say that thing. You want me to say
it? The New York challenge, little thing. What is it? The corner?
All right, what was it? It was...
Coffee.
It was coffee is a quarter on the corner. Is that it?
Yeah, I think.
Coffee is a quarter on the corner?
Yeah.
All right, so in the conversation, I guess it would be like, coffee is a quarter on the corner.
Coffee is a quarter on the corner.
Coffee. That sounds way different.
Nah, what you call me lame?
It sounds way different.
She said, coffee is a quarter on the corner. I'm just like, coffee.
Yeah, I think it's because New Yorkers, our words run together.
Coffee.
So it sounds like I'm just saying one big blur of something. Coffee is a quarter on the corner. Like,
on the corner. Yo, son. Nah, I sound proper. I sound like a dweeb. Coffee is a quarter on the corner. Coffee is a quarter on the corner. Like,
I don't like the way that you try to get me to say words. Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. That's
coffee. I don't like that. It doesn't even sit right in my mouth. Coffee.
Oh, also, yo, if you're from New York, do y'all call coffee a cup of joe?
No, I told you that.
Y'all call it a cup of joe.
Says, oh, I'm going to go get a cup of joe. Like, no one says that.
That's what it sounds. I swear. Who else say it?
No one says that. I think you heard that in a movie.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like a New York thing. Like,
nah, nobody says that. You heard that in a movie, and now I think you just running with it. Because
I mean,
nobody in New York says I'm going to get a cup of joe.
Yeah, because I can go off on, okay, look, check this out. So, like last month or so, she was trying to tell me New York's not like this. I'm telling her how New York is depicted sometimes. And I said, I want to go to New York, get a nice hot cup of joe, and then like have like a brown trench coat on with the little collar up, you know what I'm saying, with a fedora or a hat on.
You want to be in like a night. It sounds like you want to be in a black and white New York movie.
But that's what it's
from like the
depicted
1920s.
Listen, and then you got the jazz music playing in the background, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's raining, and then like you almost get splashed by a taxi type shit. Like that's how I see New York. And you like, no, y'all are aggressive as fuck, which is hilarious. We'll get on that eventually, but yeah, like just hearing stories in New York, y'all just so angry.
We're not doing none of that when you come to New York. You're not going anywhere in a trench coat. We're gonna go get you a New York fitted cap, and then we're gonna go see some places. All right. That's what we do.
I want to wear my Timbs. I told her I want a Timbs and a Goose.
No, you're not wearing no Timbs.
I'm wearing Timbs. Why can't I wear Timbs in New York? You have AOB. I just want to say it one time to a brother walking down the street. Hey, yo, son.
Bet.
I'm scared now. I don't want to do it. Why you? Yeah. Hey, yo, son. What's up, B? Hey, yo, quit fucking talking to me.
We'll go right over there. You could AOB all you want.
Oh, for real? AOB. Hey, ma. Well, I can't AO ma nobody. But what's up, ma?
Yeah, don't. I use that as an example back in the day with the BBM pins. Don't holler at women like that now. Don't do
for real? That y'all don't like that in New York? Hey, yo, ma.
I mean, yeah, like men do it as a cat call, but don't do that. Men, women, don't, non-binary, don't ayo ma nobody. That shit corny.
Ayo ma, let me talk to you real quick. New York's cooler than Indiana, that's all.
Nah, don't do it. Okay, but we got on a tangent. We were talking about Blackberries because Blackberry devices are going to stop working on January 4th. Now, it is January 7th now, so they've stopped working. But I think it's about time, you know. BlackBerry is one of those companies that just didn't want to adapt. They didn't want to adapt. They didn't want to change. And businesses pay the price. When you don't want to change, eventually you fail. Mm-hmm. It's sink or swim, and they didn't want to learn how to swim.
I remember Blackberries were the shit back then. Dude, Blackberries were it. Even I remember Kim Kardashian had one on her show when I used to watch it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kim K made the Blackberry pop. Honestly, they owe her a big check.
Nah, for real. Dead ass.
They owe her a big check. Blackberries popped right in between when the Sidekick was going down and right before the Android. It had like a nice sweet spot.
Yeah. That was like...
At least out here in New York.
No, everywhere. Seriously. It was
okay.
The Sidekicks and the Blackberries. Blackberries... They were like the iPhone of the time for a minute. I miss those days of like cell phones.
Word. Like, you felt all professional. You felt like you were rich walking around with a black. And then to take it a step further, I don't know if I can find any pictures of this, but I had went in and like unscrewed certain panels on my Blackberry. Mm-hmm. So it was gold. Oh, I thought I was killing them. And I was killing them. But that shit was fire.
That was code. For its time, I could tell it was code. You know,
yeah,
I'm a vintage.
It was gold. I'll never forget that. And it was a new one too, fresh out the box. And I went in and unscrewed the little peep.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
the first time I ever built some shit.
That sounds like it would be dope, dude.
Yeah, it was fire.
Hell yeah! Shout out to those people.
It was fire for real.
That had the chocolate phone, and also had like a Sidekick.
Oh, I had one of those.
A Sidekick looks so dope, and the razors.
All the Sidekicks. Yo, you know what I wish? I wish that, because you're really good about this, like keeping the boxes and keeping your items and stuff like that. I wish I was doing that back in the day. There's so many, first of all, there's so many sneakers and hats that I would still have that would be like crazy to have right now. But aside from that, like I would still have all my Sidekicks because I had all of them, like each and every one. And just seeing like the transformation, like, yeah, I would love to have those.
I was so late.
That it would just be great to look back on.
I hate how late I was. I was like, I got the touchscreen Sidekick, but I got everything touchscreen at the last minute. I didn't get a cell phone until like my freshman year in high school. But yeah, that was the black. No, it was a slide phone. I forgot what kind it was. But yeah, shout out to the razor holders. Those were the iPhones of its time for a second. You got the
Man, I didn't have a razor. That was on my dad's phone. He liked the razor.
Yeah, my dad too. That thing was indestructible.
Yeah, it was a dad phone.
Hell yeah, you could throw it across the... And it played music too. I think that's what really kicked it into high gear, is that you could play songs on there. So that was sick. That was sick for the time. Like, I just missed the variety in phones back then. It's kind of like either your team Galaxy or Team iPhone now, but back then you just got a phone that pretty much sums up your personality of some sort.
There was way more variety.
Definitely. I just miss those days of coming to school and people get the new cell phone like, hey, it's cold. Let me see your phone. We used to look at each other's phones and stuff. Text messages, BRB, and the signatures on there. Code. Y'all don't know about that.
Away message on AIM.
Yeah.
Yo, some of y'all gonna be too young to remember the away messages on AIM. You be writing your whole life in there.
Man.
Putting poems in there and everything.
Love so-and-so. Goddess.
Yep.
The signatures.
Yep.
But the thing is, I think you can still do that on phones today. That's what make it hilarious. I feel like they should bring that back just for nostalgic reasons. That'd be funny if everybody started doing that now. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. I think I might add a signature on my phone. Now we thinking about low-key Bree. Love low-key Bree. That'd be dope. I think I'm gonna do it.
With love. Nah. Change it and be like, low-key Bree loves you.
No. Taylor, hey, yo, B. Hey, yo, Ma. It's Taylor, son.
No.
Hey, yo.
Nah, that...
It's Taylor.
Not the Ayo, Ma. All right, but that's BlackBerry devices. They stop working.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a but if you had a BlackBerry right now, you should have saw that coming, honestly.
No, seriously.
You should have saw that coming.
Dead ass.
But another topic that we wanted to talk about, Aaliyah's new album.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, that's interesting. So supposedly she has an album coming out. I'm not sure exactly when. When is that? Did they say when it's supposed to drop at all?
I think it's supposed to be coming in January, February.
Oh, around this time, sometime soon. Okay, it looks like we have Snoop Dogg, Future, Neo, and Drake on there, and Chris Brown. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about it?
Okay, I feel two different ways.
What's up?
I think that it is a great opportunity for the people who were chosen to be on the album.
Mm-hmm.
I think nobody can deny that. This type of feature, amazing. It's going to do wonders for your career. They should be very grateful that they was picked. And I'm happy for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a little bit of a bone to pick.
What's up?
Why are there no women on this album?
Oh, Normani.
Where are the women featured?
Wait, is Normani?
That's one.
Was she? Was she?
Like Aaliyah. I didn't see her name.
Was it?
Aaliyah is a black woman, and there's no black woman features. There might be Normani, if you can confirm that, but most of them are black men. And I'm not going to hold you, they black men with not the best history either. So, and you know, everybody has a chapter in our lives that we necessarily don't want to read out loud. Drake has been called a misogynist. Chris Brown has been called an abuser, so on and so forth. You know, people do shit and they move on and they grow up, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like we should have tapped more into the black female artists that are out there right now, black women artists, because she was a black woman. Features that I think are going to be good, Chris Brown. Their styles match up really well. I might not be the biggest Chris Brown fan, but that doesn't take away the fact that I think his feature on the album is going to be really good.
Yeah. I like, what is it? Don't Think They Know About Him in Aaliyah. I think he used her sample of a voice or something like that.
Yeah.
That was good. I think he'll be great on that. When Chris Brown's in his R&B bag, he's cold. I will say that.
Yeah, he makes good music.
Yeah, I think that'd be a dope collab for sure.
Yeah.
How you feel about Snoop Dogg though?
I feel like Snoop Dogg's gonna be good, but I like Snoop Dogg's music. Like, I grew up listening to Snoop Dogg in my house, so I could be a little bit biased on that one. But I think Snoop Dogg is on the album, from what I read, because Aaliyah was a big fan of him.
Ah.
So I think it's gonna work really well because, one, I like his music. Okay. Two, she was a really big fan of him, so it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
That makes sense. Now, if we're talking about a artist standpoint of him just being thrown on there randomly, nah. I don't know how to think about the Snoop Dogg track. I don't know if that's going to hit or not. I hope so. I mean, Snoop Dogg, we don't talk about how he's in his bag a lot. He really is. Like, he's like the Shaq of like, rap.
Yeah, he's the Shaq of the music industry for sure.
Yeah.
Like, if there's one thing Snoop Dogg gonna do is get to a bag. Snoop Dogg is in everything.
Dude.
Like, he will do. I'm not gonna say he will do whatever for a check, but he'll do a lot of it.
Yeah.
he really be making money.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
my homie, shout out to you, Karen, bitch ass thing. He said that Snoop Dogg is the most famous rapper, like most known rapper I think he's the one who told me that, and it makes sense because everybody
Probably,
does know Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's done ads in Asia. He's done ads in India. Like he's done in India. He's done ads everywhere.
Yeah.
So he's super popular, super recognizable too.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think he's done. This is kind of getting off topic, but I think he's done a great job of staying true to himself.
Yeah.
And not watering down his image, but still bridging the gap between demographics. You know,
Facts.
like him and Martha Stewart.
Hell
That's
yeah.
something that you would have never expected.
Yeah.
But they're still, them two together, that partnership is still like ripping and running.
Yeah, but Martha's a
You
G.
know, he's done a great job of that.
They say Martha a G though, for real. I heard she's a G.
Martha Cole.
Yeah, nah, for real, I heard she was a G. So it makes sense. But nah, I mean, Snoop Dogg from that standpoint of her being a fan of his work, that makes sense. Now his art being on there, like him and her doing a collab, a little random. I don't know if that one's gonna hit. Hopefully it does. But I love Snoop. He's cold. Now we have this one where Future. How you feel about the Future?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. First of all, I'm not a fan of his music. That whole like that's what he sound like. That's what he sound like, yo. The only time that I've ever listened to Future is on, when he did that collab with Drake. I think it was like What a Time to Be Alive. That's the only time I listened to Future.
Yeah.
That was the only time he was like understandable for me. And he's toxic. I think for me, I feel like I'm able to overlook, like Chris Brown's past because Chris Brown has made strides since then. He's trying to be a better person. Yeah. Future is like sitting in his toxicness and using it to be profitable, and that just doesn't sit right with me as far as being on a woman's album.
That makes sense.
I think, it's just a difference. Like when rap is derogatory towards women, like that's just something that it could work on as a genre. Yeah. But when you purposefully just sit in that energy and use it to make money, it just don't sit right with me. I don't know. That man just, he right up there with Kevin Samuels for me.
I mean,
I just can't. No.
I mean, I personally don't get the Future hype. I don't understand the hype behind Future. He doesn't make songs for me. I think, I don't know. I just don't really, I don't know about that Future, honestly. It's random. I don't know about that Future.
I don't know why. I don't know how that happened.
No, it's random.
But it's Aaliyah's uncle. It's Aaliyah's uncle that's putting the album together, and I think that's why it's so male feature heavy.
Man.
Because he's a man, they're men.
Ain't he toxic?
If there was more women, if there was more...
Nah, for real. Ain't he toxic?
If there was more women... Yeah, a little bit.
That's what I heard.
If there were more women working on the album, I think we would have more women features.
Nah, because I heard he was toxic, though. Like, I didn't even hold on to an album for years.
Yeah, and then when that whole R. Kelly thing happened, there was some other stuff. He's not the best guy.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, Future, I don't know about that track. I don't think it's going to really hit, for real. I think that...
Might have to skip
Y'all could have had somebody else on there than him, for real, personally.
Yeah. There's some people I'm all for, like witty rap and creative rap, like with Fab. I love Fab's music.
That's different.
There's some stuff in his raps that just make me cringe, but I still support him.
Yeah.
There's some artists who I just don't support. Migos, I don't support. Future, I don't support. Like some people, I just have to draw the line, and where I give my time. Cause what you listen to just it has a mental effect on you. I'm not trying.
It does. I don't think people understand that when music really does have an effect on you. It's weird, but people don't really think about what you listen to. You really absorb. Believe it or not, you really do. I mean, I just don't like their music as a whole. Like Future and all them. Like, it ain't for me. Like, I just can't get with the hype behind them for real. But I mean, to each his own. To each his own. Okay, who we got next on here? This one's interesting. Neo, he's on the album. If he's doing a feature,
I like that.
He's Mr. Moneybags too. He's written a lot of hits for people. A lot of hits on top of his own. And I don't think people realize that he wrote the songs. It's crazy. I feel like Neo is a little random. For today's age, it's a little random. If he's writing, that makes sense. But for him to be featured, it's a little random. Now, if she were still to be alive and to see where she would be at in her career, I could see them working together now if she was alive. And do you get what I'm saying? Like,
A little bit.
yeah, like
A little bit.
I feel like, because you know how older artists, they're still making music, and you know, they just have certain artists that they would click with, especially R&B artists.
Certain artists stick together.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They'll just go to them. That makes sense if Aaliyah was still, you know, well, not.
I feel like Neo, if he's doing the feature, it's probably gonna sound very like
R&B.
2000s Neo. I'm so sick of love songs.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
That's the type of energy that I'm expecting. And if he brings that,
that's different.
With what they got for Aaliyah, that's gonna pop.
Okay.
That's gonna pop.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it'd be one of the pop songs. I highly doubt that. He's gonna be in his R&B bag for sure. I think that would be good if he is in his R&B bag. Yes. Is it a random feature? I feel like it is. Like, I just feel like it's just random. Like, out of all people, Neo. But I like Neo too, so I can't really shut up for it. I fuck with Neo. I like Neo. So would you say it would probably be a good banger if it's in the R&B?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
For sure.
Now,
so what about Drake?
We have our boy Drake.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
God.
I think it's gonna hit. I think it's gonna hit. The only thing is, it depends on what bag Drake's trying to be in. Okay. Here's the thing about Drake. I fuck with Drake. Does he make music anymore for the people that was here with him from the start? Nah. I think he's just trying to adjust with the time. Hopefully he kind of goes back in his So Far Gone type, thank me later type vibe. And not...
Old Drake. You want old Drake.
I want old Drake on this. You have to. Like, this is not something for the new kids. It's just not. Like, yeah, it's not for the new kids.
But you know what? With Drake being as big of a fan as he is, I feel like he would have had something up his sleeve for this. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, he would have been manifesting this and writing it before he even got the feature.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that he would do. So maybe he wrote it back then, and now it's going to be put to use. But I do think he could tap back into that Drake.
He can.
And give the people what they want.
He
like, I feel like Drake knows what's appropriate for this song.
Yeah, because there's a lot of respect that needs to go into this. And I feel like some of these feature can't bring that. I don't know if he can. Exactly. I don't know if he can really bring it.
I don't know if that man knows what respect is.
Yeah. Now let's turn it to who should be featured on here, because to be honest, I will say you had a point. There definitely should be women on here. I'll start with one. SZA.
Oh yeah, SZA would have been a good one.
SZA would have been a fire ass like collab. Hell yeah. SZA?
Yeah, I don't know necessarily how it would sound, because I think SZA and Aaliyah have very different sounds, but it would have been better than Future.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, I think we just needed more women.
Yeah.
A healthy dose of women.
Okay. SZA, she appeals to both white and black, demographics, but she knows how to adjust too. I think her adjusting abilities are slept on. I think she could bring it. I know she could bring it. She's like, she can just adjust. I feel like her sound just kind of fits where it needs to go. And with Aaliyah, I think she would be dope on that album for sure. For sure.
You believe in her?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
I love SZA.
Love to see it.
What about you? Who you think should be featured on here?
As far as women artists, I'm thinking, because I think you definitely want them to be black women.
Yeah, I don't see any other white women on there. I think.
Let me see.
What about her? You think she? I don't.
I think it would have to be her or SZA. I don't think it would be both of them. Like one of them would make it and one of them wouldn't. Ari Lennox, though, I'd be
You
okay
know
with
what?
that.
I was thinking that earlier. I'm glad you said it. Ari, yes, Ari Lennox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think her voice is soft enough to work with Aaliyah's.
Mm-hmm. I think her would be thrown on there. I wouldn't be mad at her being on there. Do I think she do I think she was fit to be on there? So. I mean, I would knock her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's so. I would knock her for being on there. SZA for sure.
But you know what I'm thinking about? Like what this is all dependent on? It's dependent on the snippets that they have of Aaliyah. You know, we don't know what they have Aaliyah singing about. We don't know what these songs really are, and that's gonna change a lot.
The sound.
You know, what is she singing about?
Yeah, the sound of them.
How does she sound? Mm-hmm.
The instrumentals, all that.
Yeah, we don't know that stuff, so it's hard to kind of come up with people without hearing it. I know the first single they said did drop. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm gonna wait, listen to the album as a whole. The first single did drop. It's featuring The Weeknd.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to be. That's random too. Like, huh? The Weeknd and Aaliyah.
Yeah,
they're like.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really care for I don't care for a lot of things. Y'all gonna learn on this podcast. Like, I just don't. Not with today's stuff.
I wonder if Aaliyah is even I mean, my bad. I wonder if The Weeknd is even an Aaliyah fan, because that doesn't even sound like his type of music.
No.
So it just makes me wonder, like, do you even know Aaliyah's music to be a feature on this album? I don't know. Maybe he does. I don't know that man.
Honestly, he can kind of get in his R&B bag when he needs to. I will say he can. Like, he does good features with R&B artists. I will say that. But Aaliyah, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who else?
I'm not gonna listen to it yet, though. I'm not gonna listen to it yet. I'm gonna wait till the album is fully released. Listen to it the way you're supposed to.
So, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head that could be on here. Actually, I know this is random, and I wish she hurry up and drop some music. How you feel about Ella Mai? How you feel about her? Ella Mai.
I like Ella Mai.
I think she'd be alright on here.
Yeah.
Kalani?
Yeah, I like Ella Mai. No, not Kalani. I'm a Kalani fan. I like Kalani's music, but not on an Aaliyah album.
I have to stop you right there because I feel like she'd be cold, actually.
And I feel like, honestly, Kalani, her music is good, but she's still finding herself as a person, and it makes her music very all over the place. I like it, but if it was more consistent and had a consistent voice all the way through, I would like it a lot more.
I think just like some artists, she goes off how she feels. I don't think some people have a feel of work that just flows together all the way. I don't think Kalani necessarily does a body of work on an album and expect it to just flow perfectly exact, but I feel like she just makes songs of how she feels. And she does a good job going here, there, everywhere. Because, is it Do You Want to Be? What's that song? Are you down to beg?
I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it.
Are you down to beg? A distraction. To me,
yes,
that sounds R&B-ish. She can get into that bag if she really wants to. I feel like her and Aaliyah could do. I think that she would make a great collab on there. I feel like she could.
I don't think that right now is the time to be testing that out. you need tested people. We need tried and true, not experimental.
But look at the people that's on here already. I feel like Kalani could do it. I think you sleep. I think you sleep on Ari.
I'm not asleep. I said that her music was
Kalani.
good.
You sleep on Kalani.
I'm not asleep. Her music is good. I listen to it. It's good.
You sleep on her.
I have her merch. That's how much I like the album.
Sleep.
I have her merch. It's good.
I believe in her. You sleep on her.
All right. I'm sorry I don't believe in Kalani the way that you believe in her.
On this
she just
album?
needs to do a little growth for me. Just a little bit.
We agree to disagree on that one. Can you think of anybody else?
I would love to hear Jenny Aiko's voice on there, but it wouldn't work. I know it wouldn't work. And that's okay.
No.
It wouldn't work. She's just one of my faves. That would be a selfish request. Because I know her voice and Aaliyah's voice wouldn't.
No. I think her would be okay, though. I wouldn't be mad at her.
Y'all let us know if you're watching this on YouTube. Down below in the comment section, who do you think would have made a good feature for this Aaliyah album? If you're listening to us on any of the podcast streaming apps, go to the Between Homies Instagram and let us know under the episode recap who you think would have made a good feature for this album, because we want to hear your thoughts.
For sure. And also, anything that y'all want to talk about, let us know. Maybe we can help us debate some things out. Any kind of little request, maybe we can just talk about it on there. Just let us know, for sure. And again, like, we appreciate you guys for even tuning in, listening from different apps, and watching us on YouTube and subscribing. We really appreciate you guys so much. You're important for the growth. Thank you.
Yeah, give us a rating if you're listening on the podcast apps. Like, comment, subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. And we will be back next week with a new episode.
Right.
Peace.
Wait. Where can they find us? Are we doing that or just going?
Oh. What did I say? We'll be.
I'll do it.
Oh, give us a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Give us a 5-star. Give us a 5-star rating if you're listening on one of the podcast streaming apps. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, show the channel some love.
And hey, follow me on Instagram at lowkey, LOWKEY _ BRE, and also follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, Lowkey Bree. And Taylor, where can they find you?
On Instagram, it's going to be at _ small feet big heat. On YouTube, youtube.com/small feet big heat.
Big heat, small feet big heat. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next episode.
Peace.